I'm hiding my gray hair. I'm like, should I do a video like this? Like, I can't get rid of it. But how you guys doing, you guys? I was just sitting in my car, and I just came from a run, of course. Whole nother story. And he just had a whole conversation with me, and I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I really am, because I understand confirmation. I'm understanding that, he has my best interest. But, I'm going to tell you, at first sight and at first glance, oftentimes, his will for your life may not necessarily be where your mind is headed or even thinking in the moment. And I'm be real with that, even for Coach Lakia, because I'm not a perfect person either. And but I do understand that God wakes me up for a reason, and that's that. Like me and him, we so tight that I could ask him a question, he will just tell me directly. Like, it's a clear answer that will come to me, and sometimes it's just a straight voice answer. He just literally just did this to me a few moments ago. I'm thinking about a situation that I'm going through in my waking life, and I'm like, God, I'm okay for the most part. I really am, God, but I will have to admit, that experience, it wasn't very nice and kind. Dang, like, sheesh. Made me feel like I'm in Antarctica and shit. And it just didn't feel good. That's not what I thought. It's just not what I thought was going to happen. But, he gave me a clear answer right away. He was like, you know what? I never intended for that situation to be in your life long term. That's number one. But what I did want you to do is I want you to take the lessons that this situation is presenting you with. Take them and hold them tight, because you're going to need them for where I'm taking you. You damn sure going to need them for where I'm taking you. And on top of that, I want you isolated, because I have some things I need you to do for me. And it is going to require your undivided attention, and for you to be hearing and stay just as close as you are or closer to me. I don't need nothing coming in between that. So you can forget about being too social right now. I'm not really opening too many of them doors unless it has something to do with benefiting with what I need you to do for me right now. He was real crystal clear with me. I was like, okay, yeah. So I know that means like you're in a season of isolation, but if anybody knows my life in particular and how God works when he puts you in a season of isolations, is something brewing. When you resurge from that season of isolation, you may not be recognizable, or people will be able to see the work that God is doing in your life, because he don't do that for nothing. He got something on the works. He got something brewing, and it's going to be it's of the light. It's going to benefit you. But a lot of people kick and scream with that because they're too codependent on people, too codependent on socializing externally and stuff. So I definitely want to recommend that you guys, for those of you who are already doing it, just continue to work to make sure you're staying close to the source, so that you can get these downloads. All right, you can get these downloads and hear God's voices clearly, because he will give you an answer. I'm not going to say that you're going to be doing cartwheels when he gives you this answer. You might be like, really though? But it is what it is. It is what it is, and it's his way. It is his way. It ain't even Ordo highway. No, when you're a chosen one, you don't have a choice. You got to do it. You got to do it. He will make a way. It's like, you're going to do this the easy way or the harder way, but you're going to do it. If you're a chosen one, you going to do it. You're going to submit to that, unless you're a fool. There's no way around it. He gonna see to it that you do. So I'm definitely submissive right now, and allowing God to use me, of course, and doing what He tell me to do. That's that's when I'm at my best version. So any rejection that He has for you, any doors that remain closed or start closing down on you during those periods, that was divine. That was divinely guided and for your protection. You have to start seeing that and stop being so insecure. What's wrong with me? No, it don't mean there's something wrong with you. It just means, it can mean a few things. These people can't come where you're going. What God needs you to be doing right now, He don't want them to be nowhere near that shit. Point blank, period. Or half the time, more than that, you crying over spilled milk with people that ain't treating you right anyway. That ain't reciprocating you anyway. Not willing to love you correctly in a healthy manner anyway. So you crying and heartbroken over something you never had. It's like, you thought you had that. So you just crying over the devastation of realizing you never had it, or you missing something you never had anyway. Because the relationship was fake, it was not healthy. The person really wasn't reciprocating you. Like, we have to get real about these things, and the more that we're willing to live in our truth, the more it really does set you free. So stop crying over stuff we never had anyway, and learn how to be more patient with God and understand that what He has for you is far better than what your mind could ever imagine. You have to start learning that about the way God operates. You want that little teddy bear, and He got a whole Build-A-Bear workshop for you. Okay? So you crying over losing that teddy bear, that raggedy, dirty ass teddy bear. He got so much more for you. So much more. All right. So drop the trash, keep the faith, because He ain't going nowhere. All right. My phone is definitely about to cut off on me, you guys. So I love you. Take care. I hope this was a word for somebody. And let me get back to my business, because I have lots to tend to, you guys. And I'll be keeping in touch, all right? Take care.